So head into the music. What's going on with the music?
The music's going well right now. I had dropped the album on my birthday, January. We had dropped the EP around March for spring break, let people, get a feel on what we can do. Also been making a little bit of R&B music because like my first song is called Bad Bitch that I had dropped, and a lot of people at my school was fucking with it. And then I was like, all right, cool, if I can make a cool ass singing song, but I also want to spit some bars, Go
ahead then. Go give us 30 seconds of the song right now.
Yeah.
We putting you on the spot today. 30
Just
seconds.
like that.
Oh yeah, all right, for sure.
Nah, I thought you were gonna spit it.
Acapella? You want to do it acapella?
Spit the song?
Yeah, spit it right quick. You got it.
Yo, my bae, she a bad bitch. She throw that ass back and I'm breaking her back and I'm feeling real savage. She a 10 out of 10, I'm riding the Benz and I'm feeling real average. I pop her the ring and she kiss my lips, we for the spark and I call that shit magic. She fuck with some old niggas, hoe niggas, bro niggas, now my baby on that cash shit. My bae, she the baddest she could ever be. I got my bae on my mind every day, now it's hard for me to go to sleep. My baby girl in my dreams, we making love right here on the sheets. I by the ear and I'm kissing the neck and she clawing my back, I'm real deep.
Something like that.
That was in jail for a little minute.
That was the first one.
My budget
show,
locked
man.
in his pocket right quick, man.
Nah,
I really just wanted to see how the audio
put him on the
sound.
spot real quick.
Yeah,
so.
I really want to see how the audio sound rapping. You know what I mean?
I might need to invest in this mic though.
You say that's one?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Nah, that mic is. You recording at the house? You recording yourself, or you at the studio with it?
Usually I'd be at either actual studio or like some person I know that they got a home setup. But I'm looking into getting my own equipment.
That's the best route, dog.
Sure.
What was the name of those projects you said you dropped? I know one was Harrington Inn.
Yeah, and then the IcedOut EP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, all major platforms.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. You say it's called Ice?
Yep.
Okay. A-N. He on your ass. He on your ass, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, you say
MK.
You said the other one was called something Inn.
Yeah, the Harrington Inn.
Harrington Inn.
Yeah.
What's the
Significance
storyline
to
behind
that?
that?
All right. So check it. I was in my dorm, right, and I was chilling with my boy Nick, and we were just saying some bullshit, right. So he told me, he was like, "Yo, you should name, your last name kind of sounds like the shit that they would have at like a hotel or some shit, like Harrington Marriott." And I was like, shit, Harrington Hotel. But he was like, nah, like the Harrington Inn. And I was like, nigga, that's actually fire as fuck.
Yeah.
No, that is hard.
And I was thinking about, getting some new music out. So I'm like, all right, so if I drop an album, I'm gonna call that shit the Harrington Inn. That shit sounds tough. So I just made my album revolving around the name, revolving around my experiences, and just sampling things and checking things out and experimenting, see what we can make.
Was that your first full body of work?
Yeah, my first debut.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feel about it? How you feel like the reactions?
I mean, from my campus, the people I knew, very loyal people, they've said they fucked with it. Me and my boy Hunter, we was out there recording, putting in work. I had a lot of people who also contributed to that album. Shout out to my boy Shay, Janae, Jaden Lee, Maya. They did what they had to do on the album. For me, I would say all I need to do is just look over the songs and see what probably might need to be recorded. We had good mixing. It was just, the mic sometimes, no matter what the mixing might be, sometimes the mic not give it what it needs to give.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So it's like, starting off, you got somewhere to start with, and now you just work your way up. So as I'm making new songs, I'm just like, all right, let's revise these old songs so they can be more commercialized.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you feel like you get better with every song? You feel like, get more polished?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's really the goal, just to get better and better, improve. There's still room to grow. There's still things we got to do. So, and there's a lot of people I need to collab with. So, yeah, it really that energy in the studio you get, you know what I'm saying? You got one person, another person, ideas bounce off each other in the moment. Y'all can just make some crazy shit.
For sure, man.
That's how it happened too.
How involved are you with the production of making your music?
I mean, I would say when I was making music in high school, me and my boy Mortis, he was cooking up beats and shit. And what I would like to do is I would hear songs, real old songs, and I'd be like, whoa, I don't think anybody touched this shit.
Yeah, you can pour from that fast.
Word. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, let me see what this nigga can do with that. And then he just makes some crazy shit, and I'm like, all right, bet, let me rap on it. And it's like, even though he produced the beat, it's kind of like I kind of contributed to the beat being created, and now I'm rapping on it. So like that just makes it even better. And then honestly, a lot of the producers I do that with, honestly, it just makes their job even easier. They love it when I do that shit. Like, okay, what you want to be sampled, what could be sampled, like makes everything just.
What about as far as like the engineering aspect? Are you touching bases in that field, or you just more focused on being the talent?
Right now, I'm focusing on being the talent. I would say this year is probably the year that I'm gonna actually like tap in with the engineering and producing and shit like that. You know, able to do that on my own stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta so with those, both of those being said, with the engineering and producing, do you sit there with them and be like, okay, well, even though I gave them this sample, you know what I'm saying? Do you sit there and be like, nah, take that out, or hey, this would sound better, or you know what I'm saying? Do you sit there with both your engineers and your producers?
Yeah, because honestly, like, if he makes something that I'm not even gonna rap on, then like that just don't even
waste of time.
Exactly. So it's like if I wanted to sound the best, I might think it might possibly be. I'll put in my input. Sometimes they listen. Sometimes we go off and on, and you know, discuss and shit like that. But yeah, I would say if the beat made, I'm sending him the sample and shit. Sometimes I'll be like, wait, try this, or see if you can do that without the hi-hats, or like see what you can do with a beat switch, something like that.
That's one thing I know we tried to do, but you know what I'm saying, sometimes we ain't never really get the chance to do it, being that we was on like a time limit in our studio time. But you know, our engineer usually he'll cook it up right then and there, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, he'll be telling, nah, don't take that out, do it like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good to get that feedback from the engineer or the producer as well.
Yeah. Now, bro, let me ask you, how do you feel about artists signing to another artist?
Like, okay, like so example, like Thug and YSL, something like that.
Yeah, Thug. You can say that.
Okay.
Gunna the Thug, or
Gunna the Thug.
Go to T.I.
Yeah, all those different.
I mean, I don't really know like how that shit work for real, because it's like you signing to him, or you signing to the label, or you signing to both. So it's like, I mean, personally, if you at a position where you know there's talent out here, but simply it's not being heard, then I mean, shit, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with, you know, putting somebody you know on to the rap shit, see what they can do, or any music category for that matter. So, I mean, honestly, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, so would you sign with another artist?
I mean, I would have to really know the artist for real, know what I'm getting myself into. I mean, for the most part, I'm really trying to just see what I can do independent.
For sure. That's the best way to gain leverage, dog.
Yeah, the best route.
Yeah. Well, it depends on your situation. Like, you need that money, you need that funding, go ahead and sign the deal.
I guess,
but just kind of construct it to where you got some leverage. Cause if you ain't got no leverage, you gonna get fucked.
I mean, true.
Point blank, period.
But like, if you think about it, like them deals is really like loans. Like you gotta pay that shit
right,
back.
you gotta pay it back.
So it's like the more money you gonna get from that deal, that's more money that they expecting you to make them. So they really making you expect 2-3 times that much that they even offered you.
And that's exactly why I say you gotta pay attention to how your deal is constructed. You feel me? And you gotta have the proper team around you, lawyers, all kind of PRs, all that.
No, for sure.
Nah, that's facts.
So who influenced your sound?
I ain't gonna lie, I listen to a lot of people. So rap wise, I'm also like, I like rapping on old school beats as well. Like I really fuck with that. So I got inspiration from Biggie, members of NWA. I used to listen to songs.
How old you is, bro?
Shit, I'm 19.
Damn, he said NWA at 19.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I was listening to new music, but like I was also like, I really fucked with not only hip hop as like a trend, like, but as a culture, like how this shit really came up from the root.
Yeah, a lot of artists don't even look at music like that for real.
So it's like hearing like different flows and different sounds. It's like, and then on top of that, a lot of that shit you hear on the radio. So I'm over here practicing rapping other niggas' songs on the radio, and then that kind of like helped me know how to rap myself and shit like that. But yeah, Biggie, NWA, I would say also what's influenced me right now is members of Griselda. I don't know if y'all heard.
Oh, this boy, hey, hard.
Griselda hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas ain't speaking on Griselda out there. Hey, bro, come on, man.
PYD. I don't even know who that is.
See what I'm saying?
Bro.
You know who that is, bro? Griselda, okay.
I don't know who that is.
I heard of him.
Man,
Money
like-
sees
it basically
what's my dude name?
basically
Benny
like
the
3 of
Butcher.
them. Yeah, Benny
Yeah.
the Butcher,
Oh, okay.
Conway the Machine,
Yeah, Conway,
Westside Gun.
I heard of Benny for sure.
Yeah, they
He was
hard,
just dropped some with Drake.
Oh, for real?
Oh, that's good.
Project?
bro.
Nah, it was like
That song okay.
a song.
Shout out to Benny. Shout out to Benny. Come on the show, man.
But,
I know he watch it.
I would say also like the singing wise, I would say a lot of like popular songs from like 2010s that I would used to listen to on the radio all day, every day. Like I ain't gonna lie, like singing wise, like I you know,
There was a little singing there, schooling.
Not for real.
That little era on lock.
Yeah, man.
That sound like some Crib Brown or something.
Nah, Roscoe Dash type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Turned up, school.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
melody,
school,
the melody way.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, yeah.